Hello, today my video is going to be kind of all over the place. It's going to be about a few different things. One of the first things I wanted to cover was changed Bible verses. I'm not an expert in the Bible by any means. I haven't even read it, but one of the things that really stuck out to me was the lion lays with the lamb. So when I write down lion lays with the lamb is of course the first suggestion. It's kind of strange that the first suggestion is something that's not in the Bible. But let's just do a little search here. Lion lays with the lamb. And one of the things I noticed that came up is this guy, who's actually he's a biblical scholar from Australia. And he mentions that he brought this up with some other ministers that he was at a conference, and they all thought that it was the lion lays down with the lamb too. So one of the things that he suggests in his page here is that it's not to be taken literally. Like if you look at these Jehovah's Witnesses Watchtower or Aware magazines, they'll often have like drawings of all the lions and stuff being tame and playing with children and stuff, and that's sort of their interpretation, that there's going to be like this paradise where all the vicious wild animals are tamed. But to this guy, he thinks that the lamb actually means Israel. So it's Israel lying down with, say, the Arabs or one of their many enemies. And yeah, it's no longer the lion. It is no longer it's no longer the lion. It's the wolf. You got me confused now. But like, the lion and the lamb, when you search in images, there's thousands. There's literally thousands of religious paintings and stuff. They even quote the verse correctly with the wolf in the quote, and then they'll have a picture of the lion and the lamb. What the hell? Why is that happening? The wolf shall dwell with the lamb, but then they have a picture of the lamb with the lion. What is up with that? The lion shall lay down with the lamb. There's a lot of people who have just flat out quoted it wrong, and yeah, they are wrong. The lion does not lay with the lamb. The wolf lays with the lamb. It's mind blowing. There's even like a Lion and the Lamb Ministries, and like everyone seems to remember the lion and the lamb. Like, you know, I remember that too. I don't remember the wolf and the lamb. I remember the lion and the lamb. Why are there thousands of paintings and pictures of lions with lambs in that quote? You think if they're going to put that quote, they would put a wolf and a lamb. There's one with a wolf and a lamb. It's rare to see though. The overwhelming majority are lion-lamb pictures. Like, it's not even close. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a Bible guy. I'm not a Bible scholar, but the lion and the lamb is not in the Bible, and the wolf and the lamb is. But yet the residuals here are crazy. They're overwhelmingly lion lamb. I see almost no wolf lamb things. I might search lion and lamb tattoos too, because that's one of the things I've noticed is if you're going to get something permanently tattooed on you, you're usually pretty sure I'm getting the right thing. But let's just see about that. Lion and lamb tattoo. Uh-oh. That's not good. You have permanently scarred yourself with the incorrect lion lays with the lamb and a tattoo. Now to me that's a serious that's kind of like a serious step. You would think that they legitimately know like the Bible verse before getting it permanently tattooed. Oh my, there's several of them. Like when I look for the Monopoly man with the monocle tattoo, I couldn't find any, because I assume people looked at the Monopoly picture before getting it tattooed on them. But lion and lamb, oh my, many tattoos actually. That Lion of Judah, Lamb of God. Is that in the Bible anywhere? Lion of Judah, Lamb of God, Revelations 5:5-6. Gonna have to look that up. Literally the only thing that I can find that would put the lamb and the lion together is a section of Revelation that says something about the Lion of Judah, but then it says something later about a lamb, but it definitely does not say that they are lying together. yeah, another one is the Kit Kat bar. It has no dash. We're living in a dashless Kit Kat bar world, and I guess we'll check and see what happens when you search Kit Kat with the dash in images, and yeah, nothing. It's always been Kit Kat, no dash. Well, always in quotation, of course, whenever we're making one of these videos, because I'm not seeing any Kit Kat with a dash anywhere. Interesting. Like, I could go either way on this one. I'm not really sure of it, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. But Kit Kat with a dash is not in there, which doesn't really surprise me. I'm not big on name changes for the Mandela, because like I was looking at a video last night about the Sally Fields, and I know a guy with the last name Field, and many times people have said Fields instead of Field, and he gets that all the time. So for that one, yeah, some of the names are, I don't know, I'm a little bit iffy on name ones, except for maybe Hilary, because Hilary, does she have one L or two L's? Look at that, they both come up, one L and two L's. I don't know, is it two L's? It is, oh, it's two L's. I thought I saw it was one L before. That kind of gets me in the, what the fuck, is it two L's or one L? I guess when you gotta know, it's well, HillaryClinton.com with two L's, so I'm gonna guess that's right. So yeah, the Mona Lisa, that looks a little off too. Like, I don't remember her smiling that much. I thought she had sort of like maybe a bit of a smirk, or maybe sort of like a sideways crooked grin, but I don't remember her smiling that much. Her facial expression does kind of seem to have changed. I don't know about the Mona Lisa. That one sounds a little, yeah, it's a little bit off, the painting. Interesting. So one of my favorite theories about Mandela Effect is that we all lived in a simulation. Like, this is all just a big simulation. Google's machine intelligence guru Ray Kurzweil has suggested that maybe our whole universe is a science experiment of some junior high school student in another universe. Like, that would really be something if we're all just brains in a jar. And so Philip K. Dick, anyway, he suggested that when the programming has a glitch, that the only evidence we have of it is we get like a sense of deja vu. And John Lilly, the scientist, also, he believed that these other intelligences from outside our dimension, they communicate with us using things like coincidences. Instead of, they don't just, beam us a message. That's how they communicate with us, to see if we're smart enough to actually interpret what's happening here. So is it a glitch in the matrix? The Mandela Effect could well be that. I realized this weekend that I can physically feel the Mandela Effect happening. The closest thing I would describe it as close to deja vu, but it's not necessarily pleasant. It's just sort of like a disconcerting sort of whoa moment where your brain sort of flexes, or fluxes maybe is the better word, and you just all of a sudden realize that that A-Team van was always two-tone, and you remember it wrong, and it's just the altering in the memory. I saw a person describe one night they were in a bar, and the music was playing, and it was We Are the Champions, the Queen song. And at the end of the song, when it ends, he says, "of the world." But of course he doesn't say that. He all the existing copies of the song cut out at the end there, and he doesn't say "we of the world." But in the bar, when the music was playing, when it stopped, everyone continued on with the "of the world" part, and when it wasn't there, they all kind of looked at each other with sort of a weird sort of feeling. Like, you just realize that something is wrong. It's no longer, things are no longer the same. Something has changed, and you can't quite put your finger on it. But I realize that I can actually feel this inside myself. I can feel the change. That's, to me, bizarre. Like, it's not, it's actually, I would put it as, the deja vu would probably be the closest thing to it, although it's not quite deja vu. It's just this weird sort of, you can sense that something has changed, and you're not quite sure what. So to sum up, the we're living in the matrix. That theory, when something like that has changed in the past, they've just changed the programming, or there's an error in the programming, and yeah, it would explain how sometimes things change back, like the Apollo 11 line in the movie is supposedly changed back and forth between both. We have a problem and we've had a problem. People have seen the Volkswagen logo change from a solid thing to a separate B&W. The changes, if you can actually see a change happening, that's a moment you should try and remember. Like, I've heard other people say that they could have seen the A-Team van change when they look at the picture from two-tone to all black. I don't know. What is your favorite theory? For me right now, the theories, my favorite theory is going to be we live in the matrix, and it's a glitch in the matrix. It's a glitch in programming, and I'm just hoping that whoever's running the program doesn't run out of computing power or decide to hit stop. So let me know what you think of my theory, and let me know what you think of the Bible verses being changed. There's a few other ones that I got to research. Like I said, I'm no expert on the Bible, but let me know what you think. Did the Bible change? Do we live in the matrix? Whatever. Let me know your thoughts on the Mandela Effect, and thanks for watching.